just need to. Alright, guys. Hello, guys. Welcome to the 3rd annual OCB Fire and Ice Classic. My name is Yenny Rodriguez, and I am your promoter. So I just wanted to make sure that we got all the athletes in here. I wanted to introduce all the athletes. So if you guys can have the athletes, all the athletes line up, please, and come on stage. But I hope you guys enjoyed our pre-judging. Athletes did a great job. They worked hard to get here. A lot of them are first timers. They haven't been on stage ever before, or like maybe second time. So we have a lot of beginners here. So a lot of people have worked hard. And we're gonna do some routines and bring in, like, let me know, come on, line up. Yeah. So we can have the ladies standing in the back and the guys kind of standing in the front or leaning down, like kneeling down, not leaning down. We're gonna just line the guys up for a little group photo up. So line everybody up. All the others, everybody. All 22 athletes. So ladies, just line up there. The photographer's gonna set you guys up. Right there. Yeah. We're gonna make it look good, right? Yeah, all these guys have, can you girls face this way? Like over there, yeah, there you go. Like, so this, yeah, and it goes on this side. So it's gonna be a little tighter because there's more of you. And we're going to do a little group photo op, and then we have everybody, yeah, and then we're going to stand out with the flags behind. We're going to play the national anthem, and then we're going to go ahead with the routines. I will stand this right here. Yeah, just wait for me to put my mic down because I don't hold the mic in the picture. guys. You guys can line up.
Sure.
And we're going to do competitor routines and T-walks just in numerical orders. So.
Yes.
All right, thank you guys.
That was a radio.
I'm going to hand the mic over to my MC, Tim Burnett. He is a lot better with it than I am. I told this, all right? Thank you guys for coming, and enjoy the show.
Woo!
Thank you so much again. If we could all give it up for Yenny, as we know she's not only setting up the show for us, but as I've read in many of the bios, she's obviously an inspiration and a great trainer for many of our competitors. So one time, please give it up for Yenny.
You want a chair? Chair right there.
Again, my name is Tim Burnett. Thank you guys very much for being here. We greatly appreciate all of you. It is also my first time on the stage tonight, so please bear with me, as it is for some of these competitors, and let's give it up for all of them real quick as a whole. Thank you all very much. Now, our first competitor of the evening will be Donovan McDonald. Donovan hails from Los Lunas, New Mexico. He was inspired growing up watching Arnold Schwarzenegger. He said his journey felt short, but it was a very long preparation to get show ready. But that he's very excited to be stepping on the stage for the very first time. She inspired him to get up off his ass and do something worth leading. He says about his journey that I've been training for bodybuilding for about a year now, with this being my second event. I love this sport, and I'm inspired by the people in the sport. I'd like to thank my wife, Jeray, for dealing with my mood swings and putting up with my eating habits. I'd also like to thank my friends and family, and lastly, my coach, Nate Eaton, for helping me along this journey.
Woo!
I'm yours. I know the others fight just to see you smile, 'cause you got no plans, no flaws. I'm not trying to be your part-time lover, sign me up for that full-time, I'll be yours. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do to be what am I gonna say? What am I gonna pray? To be less good night and less good day. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do to be someone like you? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Our next competitor, competitor 52, comes to us from Birmingham, Alabama. Miss Austin Colvin. Austin's journey says, I'd like to thank God, my family, and friends for always supporting me in everything that I do. I am truly blessed being on this stage.
Tell Shauna I'm on TikTok. Now that. Tell Sean I'm on TikTok.
Competitor, number 53, is Chris Ford, a local out of Panama City, Florida. Chris said he was inspired because he wants to be the best natural bodybuilder in the world. At 36, I've been training for 7 years. I've competed in the Tampa Classic with the NPC. I won first place in physique, and I've won first place overall. But I know I wanted to stay natural, so I came to the OCB to show what I can do on even ground. Our next competitor, number 54, Bogdan Petrovich. He hails from Boca Raton, Florida. He was desired to improve his physique and inspire others to do the same. On his journey, he came from from Serbia, and moved to Panama City Beach, Florida in 2015. Now, 6 years after, I am back to where it all had started. I worked as a fitness trainer, and I enjoy helping my clients to become better versions of themselves. Your next competitor, number 55, Bradley Carroll. Bradley comes from Memphis, Tennessee. His journey says, "Hey guys, I used to be more on the hefty side, weighing more than 220 pounds, but decided to change things. I have been on this journey for 8 years now, and I'm excited for what's next to come. All the glory to God, and a big thanks to my lovely wife, Jacqueline, who's competing today as well. And thanks to our coach, Malcolm Cooper." Thank you, Bradley. Our next competitor, number 56, Chris Coste, who hails from Fort Walton Beach, Florida. He says bodybuilding saved his life. Each prep is dedicated to my foundation, my wife and my kids. With them, we grow each prep. this journey will continue.
Now, what did I say? It's the way you say stuff. What did I say? Oh, God. The part about listening to you, trusting you, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Zach comes from Cunningham, Georgia. He said he was inspired by getting cut from his college Division II soccer program. I would like to thank my wonderful girlfriend, Sarah, for putting up with me and letting me drag her back to back-to-back shows as we'll be headed to the Presidential Cup next weekend. I would not be here today without her unconditional love and support. Thank you for everything you have done to get me to this point.
Standing in the moment, waiting for the end. There's gonna be a lesson coming around the bend. Every day I wonder, looking for the thrill. Can you hear the thunder rolling down the hill? I can't breathe unless you look at me. I can't breathe unless you look at me. Are you satisfied in the light? When you run the night, do you feel alright? Can you hear the thunder?
Our next competitor,
Back to
number
the show.
58, Amanda Hicks, comes from Sensation, Alabama. Amanda is a 40-year-old finance specialist. She trains at Finesse Whole Fitness in Columbus, Georgia. After a family tragedy in 2017, she committed herself to her health and lost 110 pounds in 2 years. Her bodybuilding journey began in 2020 to further her overall health and body image goals. She lives with her husband, Jonathan, and fur baby Sadie, and hopes to relocate to Florida Panhandle by the end of the year.
Get around, I get around, yeah, get around, I get around, get driving up and down the same old strip. I got to do this for the kids I get. Nobody to me, I'll give
Hi, Ty.
Inspired by her husband and coach. I want to thank my husband, Bradley, and my coach, Malcolm Cooper, for helping me get to this point. I am so grateful for the lessons and perseverance, and by the grace of God, I get to be on this stage today. James, 1-2.
Y'all enjoying the show?
Our next competitor, number 60, Selena Folsom from Loxley, Alabama. Selena says, when I first started lifting weights in the gym a long time ago, there were 2 women that were about the age that I am now that were prepping for their first competition. Since then, I've wanted to compete. This has been one amazing journey filled with tons of learning and growth moments. I'd like to say thank you, first and foremost, to my husband. He has been by my side.
Share the live, share the live. Share the live. Drop some diamonds.
Coach Yenny Rodriguez. She has been a source of knowledge, a listening ear, and a get your butt in gear and quit whining boost when needed. Additionally, thanks to my sister Lacey and my best friend Mandy for listening to me complaining and obsessing. And thank you to so many of my friends and family who have been so supportive. There are too many to name individually. You know who you are.
Just like fire, just one day. Watch this madness turn on charade. No one can read us like me anymore. Just like
Our next competitor, number 61, Elena Grace, hails from Rockmart, Georgia. She says, I'm always looking to be the best version of myself, physically and mentally. Competing is when I feel like I'm at my best. Growing up, I was always the skinny girl. I always had a hard time putting on weight. Working out has become a passion of mine, and my coach, Ariel Sloan Fitness, has allowed me to look and feel my best. I started competing in 2020, and I've never felt better than I do when I am on stage. I want to thank my parents, sister, and the rest of my family. I'd also like to thank my friends, coach, again, Ariel Sloan Fitness, and everyone else who has encouraged and supported me through this journey. I could have never made it here without all of you.
just one of your many toys. You don't own me. Don't say I can't go with other boys. Don't tell me what to do, and don't tell me what to say. Things
myself in the gym. I enjoy watching my body change, and I love that I can do it in a healthy and natural way. In her journey, she says, I am a mother of 3 and a nurse trying to live my best life and praising God each step of the way.
Shout what your name is.
She says, I've always loved bodybuilding from the moment I picked up my first Muscle and Fitness magazine when I was around 10 years old. I knew then that's what I wanted to be. Now, I'm a 40-year-old mother to a beautiful daughter, wife to an amazing husband, and a registered nurse in the ER. I love spending time with my family. And, excuse me, being outdoors. I would first like to thank God for this amazing opportunity. Without Him, this wouldn't be possible. A big thank you to my family and friends for their continued support. I would also like to thank my coach, Alexia Tuttle. Without her guidance, I would have never made it this far. Florida. She was inspired to show her daughter that you can accomplish anything you work hard at. In her journey, she says she would like to thank my supportive husband who is willing to eat whatever I make during abs and prep without any complaints. Tennessee. She was inspired. When I moved to Tennessee in 2018, I didn't know anyone. My only activity was going to the gym with my mom. After a few months, I started to see some results, and my mom planted the seed by suggesting that I compete in a show. Moving to Tennessee from Miami allowed me to start over with a clean slate. I decided to trade in my unhealthy lifestyle and partying for healthy habits and fitness. I found a health-focused community and surrounded by a circle of supportive and like-minded friends. In 3 years, my fitness journey has also helped me to strengthen my mind and character. Committing to my health was something I used to constantly start and fail. Now that I've done it, I've gained the confidence in my abilities to accomplish any other goal I set my mind.